Merry meet. Hello, everyone. My name is Lady Calamere, and I welcome you to my channel. I am doing my 397th presentation, and it will be on a Loa, Ayizan. But before I go on, if you receive an email or message or text from me saying that I'll do a reading for you or a spell for you, especially for money, it's not me, it's a scam. Forget about it. I won't be doing that. I won't do that at all. That's not how I roll. I don't even, as of now, I do not even have a Patreon account. So everything I do here is free. So, without further ado, I'm going to be talking about Ayizan, but first I have to give credit where credit is due. So, we got this card, and this is by far my favorite on her. I mean, each piece of art is beautiful. This is Ayizan, and her card means miracles here. This is from the African Goddess Rising Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook by Abiola Abrams. Beautiful deck. I recommend. This card is absolutely beautiful. This is the Hermit, Ayizan. This card. This is from the Voodoo Tarot Spirit Box by Fabio Lestrani. Beautiful work, huh? Now, last but not least, the one that introduced me to the spirit, or learning about the spirit, this is Ayizan. So we got Ayizan, the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot by Louis Martini and Sally Ann Glassman. This is by Destiny Books. You can get them all on Amazon, eBay, also your local bookstore, occult shop, botanica, New Age metaphysical shop. I highly recommend them. Now, Ayizan, I'm going to be honest with you. I never prayed to her once. It's not because I don't like her. I just never prayed to her. I had a deep, wanting to really deep dive into learning about her. And I was first introduced to her by this tarot. And I eventually got to meet many times Sally Ann Glassman. Went to her botanica in New Orleans, the Ninth Ward. Well, it's the Ninth Ward in New Orleans. I think it's more. It's near. It's like near, close to Saint Bernard Parish, I believe. But her shop is called, and it's still there, the Isle of Salvation. So she has her temple there. She is a Mambo. So Ayizan is a Racine Loa or Loa, depending where you're coming from. Loa, New Orleans, Loa, Haiti, and Africa. So she means basically she is a root Loa. Now she's not she's not nearly as primordial as Dambala or Aida, but she's one of the root Loas. And there are people saying, was she alive? Whatever. Because there's different stories to her. But she is considered, I believe she was alive. She was considered, the very first priestess of Mambo, were local Loco, not Loki, local. Papa Loco is considered the very first priest, aka Wungan. So Ayizan and Loco, why am I bringing them up? Because they're married. And it also says that she has a relationship, a marriage with Papa Legba. She also hangs out with Aida and Lambala. Excuse me. Sorry. So Ayizan, I she's more approachable than Loco. She is. Now, Ayizan is about tradition. She's about do it right, don't make these shortcuts, or don't do it at all. If you're gonna half-ass it, don't do it at all. All right? She doesn't have time for this. Her colors, white, depending on, especially on your lineage, society, white, silver, blue, sometimes yellow, and sometimes gold. Days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Her name comes from two words, Ayi, meaning the earth, Zan, meaning friend, but also sometimes even referred to as sacred. So what does it mean? Friend of the earth. And also dealing with the sacred earth, because she is sacred. She is, when she, if she appears during possession, and it, from what I understand, does not happen. It's not as common as the other Loa, as the other spirits. But when she comes, she is a very wise old lady. My allergies are acting up. So she deals where Loco deals with the masculine powers and also everything to do with a man. Ayizan deals with the feminine powers and everything to do with a woman. What does this mean? Can a woman talk to Loco? Can a woman pray to Loco? Yes, she can. Especially if she is a mambo or an initiate. Can a man pray to Ayizan? Yes, he can. But she's more concentrated on feminine affairs. Local is going to be concentrated on masculine affairs, but also both of them are going to be very concentrated into the affairs of the society. I hope I pronounce it right. Into the voodoo, depending on where you're coming from. And its initiates, and especially the Mambo and the Wogan, as well as the Bokor is concerned. So, and I know there is argument. Oh no, I don't talk to Bokor. I've heard the argument, and I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into this argument. All right, so she's not only just into voodoo. I mean, she comes from Benin and West African tradition. The Benin, the Dahomey, I should say the Fawn language of Dahomey. So Benin, the Fawn language of Dahomey. From she's known in New Orleans, Haiti, and the 21 divisions. That's in Dominican Republic, a type of voodoo. Suriname, or Suriname. Suriname. It's late here. So she's considered the first. She's called the first priestess, the holy woman. Okay. if you want to call that. The holy woman. All right? When one becomes dedicated to her, she helps. So I've heard different stories from different. I read stories. I listened to stories on YouTube, and you got this nightlife, this party life, this. She's gonna hone you in. She's gonna lasso you in. All right. She's gonna help you stop. So, what, especially to stop the illicit substances and drinking. Okay, she's about sacredness. All right. She's gonna teach you about nature. She's gonna teach you about herbs. She's gonna teach you about remedies, healing. She's gonna teach you how to fix or unfix a situation, to uncross a situation. She's going to teach you uh, healing, protection, defense, and offense. She's going to teach you the right ways to do things, not because you want to do your way. She's going to teach the ways as it was done before. And yes, things are ever changing. Yes, people have their own flair. But she's going to teach you the way. And I don't know if it's changed, but when I went to cooking school, if you made French food and you put anything different other than the amount of salt and pepper, it wasn't considered that authentic French food. So if you decide, I'm going to add, uh, I don't know, three cloves of garlic and a little bit of ginger, and there's not supposed to be any ginger, well, then you change the food. So you get what I'm meaning. So think about this was from the 90s, traditional French food. If you change anything other than salt and pepper, you changed that dish, and it's no longer that authentic dish. This is how she is. Okay, think of it this way. The best way I can put it is French food. If you change anything other than the amount of salt or pepper, or if you take out salt and pepper, or if you want to put a salt replacement, that's fine. Some people cannot have sodium, too much sodium. If you decide to put cream in that dish when it's not supposed to have cream, you just change the dish. It's not going to be, oh, well, no. So there's no leeway in that. Unless you want to change the dish. So it won't be traditional. So she's about tradition. She's about sacredness. Now, a lot of people think, well, she's about prosperity. Oh, yeah, she is. I'm going to pray for her to help me win the lottery and go to Las Vegas and gamble. She's a lucky lady. Nope. She ain't going to be your lucky lady. If she's going to help you, her place is also is the not only the temple, all right. Okay, she's about the marketplace, and she's going to teach, especially women. She'll give you ideas. She'll give you ideas what to put on a resume. She'll give you ideas of what jobs to apply for. She may even tell you what to say on an interview. She may give you ideas of, especially to entrepreneurs, of how to basically sell, not in an illicit way, but sell yourself in like being like sell your product. And we're not saying in an illicit way to, you know, put your brand out there. She will help you. She will help bring customers to you. You could do you could do some prayers and rituals that she'll bring customers to you. Okay? She'll teach you how to earn it. She is definitely even, and especially for the uninitiated, if you're looking for a society, if you're looking to be initiated, if you're looking for a good mambo to help you, she can help you. She can bring things into your life. Not everyone has the ability to become initiated. They're not, they may not have the money, they may not they may live somewhere where they're in extreme Bible Belt or in a country that does not have a lot of lower worship and voodoo or 21 divisions or so they may not have the luxury, and the only way they're going to be able to do it is through books, through videos, through online research. Some of it's good, some of it's crap, some of it's so okay, and to maybe connect with other people. It's sometimes it's that way. It bees that way, as my ex used to. One of my exes used to say a long time ago. Not my last ex. So she's about, like I said, the marketplace. She is honored where uh, earthen mounds and palm frowns fringes were used to mark a sacred space. Palm frowns are very sacred to her. And that's why you're seeing palm frowns here. You're seeing the fringes, palm here and palm there. So one would also say that Palm Sunday is also you use as seen as a sacred day to her. So there's also another story about her, is that after the flood story, the biblical flood story, which by the way did not happen in the time frame they put, because while supposedly there was a biblical flood during the time period, they said there were flourishing nations. How's that? How's everything that across the world was flourishing, but all of a sudden there was a biblical flood? Was there a flood? Yes. Every the scientists have talked about it, and there is many cultures, many religions talks about a flood, and not just the Abrahamic religions. There was a flood. So, anyways, in this story, Noah sends out a crow to find land for all the animals in his ark and the people. And this crow is none other than Ayizan Velaketi. Velaketi. I hope I'm saying it right. And Ayizan comes back with a branch, uh, or a leaf. I believe it was an olive leaf. I'm trying to remember. I don't have, I don't have any notes. So, anyways, It comes the it's the a branch. That's what I'm thinking. Extend. Okay, olive branch. Uh, Olive branch. Yeah, because I'm extending the olive branch in peace. Yes. So olive branch. I have to remember it through mnemonics. Comes back with an olive branch to say, "Hey, there's land." So that was Ayizan al Avilakete. She's also called Gran Ayizan, which means great, and dealing with old. Gran, great. She hates exploitation. If you are going to treat someone like a slave or exploit them, whether through pay, for whatever reason, or for darker reasons, don't mess with this lady. She's not going to put up with it. She's not into exploitation of people. She doesn't like the exploitation, especially people who didn't fucking deserve it. Okay? She doesn't like the exploitation of people. She's about the marketplace. What I mean by the marketplace, like business places, like say the French Quarter in New Orleans, or especially the French Market. You think about like places that Commercial Boulevard in Florida, which is are. I'm just trying to think what they call them. I'm drawing brain farts right now. Wall Street, the financial district, where or the fashion district. These are all places where people have stores or storefronts, malls. When we think about outdoor malls and indoor malls, these are all marketplaces. So if you're a woman, especially you're a woman looking to own your business, to be a CEO, or just, to work, maybe at a cash register, maybe, as a car sales woman, she'll help you with that. She's a good about bringing good business and to give you a good mind for business. She's about awakening, spiritually awakening, opening the mind, being open minded and open spirited. She's about elevating your life, elevating your mind, elevating your soul. She's about purity. And she's not as stickler as Dambala. She's not nearly that level of being clean. Where, like I told you, Dambala doesn't like a lot of strong scents. And he like I told you what he likes, like some rose water, But there's a lot of things he doesn't like. He doesn't even like you smell like perfume. He's like I said, but she does like cleanliness, but not to the point of Dambala. And that's um I am not disrespecting Dambala, not at all. I'm just trying to give you a clear vision of what this Loa is like. All right, she's about cleanliness. And she's also more about the pure mind. She can help you with meditation, with spiritual subjects, and of course, business. Okay, because you need to have food in your belly and you need to have a roof over your head. And also, it's good to keep busy. She helps one keep busy spiritually and be a real priestess and a real priestess, not one of these fake asses that sit there and exploit everyone, and one of the like these fake ministers out there. The Spirit of God told me to sell you, for you to sell your house. You saw that guy? Just give me your house within 30 days, sister, and come back to me with the money. Because God told me. Or I won't give any blessings. And you know who this lady is. Until you give me $10,000. You got to give me a seat. Huh? Really? Uh, I'll tell you what they are. They're spiritual prostitutes. That's what they are. They're grifters. They're evil. They're liars, frauds, scam. Ooh, Ayizan would spit right in her face. That's exploitation. That's deceiving and lying. And Ayizan's not going to have any part of that. I feel her now. Whoa, I feel her. Ooh. Ooh-wee. I, I'm good sometimes really feeling spirits. Ow. She just reminded me. She's good about purifying spaces and exorcisms. Like someone's responding, he's like, just get away from me. I mean, sometimes you try to use logic and you really try to use psychology. Sometimes you just gotta if they don't get away, you get away. Just sometimes you just have to delete someone from your Facebook or your social media. That's also another way of purging and purifying. If someone's just gonna be constantly. Oh, you ever see those people post where you post something, they never say anything, and then you post something that they kind of disagree with, and all of a sudden they show up to throw in their 2 cents, but and it's to browbeat you and stuff. Well, the people is like, you know what? I don't need this crap. Delete. So it's sort of like taking the like purifying your internet space because you're getting them out of your world. You're banishing them. Goodbye. So long. Don't let the door hit you on the way in your ass. You know what? I don't care. Just go. Don't go away, mad. Just go. Kind of thing. That's how she is. She's also wants you to remember your family line. If you don't know who your family line, if you don't like your family line, so you have ancestors from way back, but maybe you have a family line from someone that cared for you. Maybe it wasn't your family. Maybe you were adopted. That's your family line. Maybe you have a spiritual mother. Maybe your godmother, your godfather. You can use their family line and remember them. Some people don't have good families. Some of them have actually very twisted uh, filth for family. And I can understand that. I've known people that had filth in the family. Let me tell you something. Family isn't always blood. Okay? Remembering friends that you love so much is also part of ancestor worship. Some people don't realize that ancestor worship isn't just about your ancestors. It could be about your ancestors from past lives. from past lives. Also, those who loved you, those who had done anything for you, those who have helped you and shaped you and molded you, those and passed away. They helped you in your life. They guided you. They were there for you. You know, even if it was just to go to a movie and have some laughs, they are part of your world. And so they could be part of the spirit world. Remember that when you do ancestors. Remember remember those who were in your life. That is important too. Some people were never adopted. Some people went from foster home to foster home. What happens if you found a foster home that loved you? What happens if you found your foster sisters and brothers? I mean, maybe you could call upon your family line and see how that goes. But like I said, sometimes family isn't always blood. And sometimes blood isn't always your good family or your friends. Miss Kitty, you are not doing this. She's trying to knock over. She's trying to knock over the camera. I'm going to have to watch her. I was kind of having, like, not paying attention because I'm just going on from what I remember and just kind of connecting in a way. She is the one that's going to help with she is there with Kanzo. She's there whether she possession or not in Kanzo. Kanzo. So, oh my god, come on. She keeps trying to, I swear, she just wants to knock everything over. She is about the secrets, about occult knowledge, the workings of magic. You should also call her, remember, she is a priestess, to call her priestess Mambo. She's a teacher. She's an elder spirit. Don't go bothering her about every little trivial, small little problem. She protects against jealousy, malice, ev- uh, wicked spells, uh, people's petty bullcrap, and what their jealousy can cause against the evil eye and crossings and hexes. She's for those who have been really wronged and oppressed. She helps those who have been truly wronged, bullied, especially bullying, and especially when this bullying is causing person to have a mental anguish and breakdown to the point where people just want to unalive themselves. This is where Ayizan can be important, especially with women's rights being crushed, pushed down, and repression, oppression. For those who are being bullied out of a job, bullied out of a neighborhood, bullied off on the internet. She doesn't like bullies like that, especially if the person hasn't done anything wrong. Maybe they just act different. Maybe they look different. Maybe they sound different. She doesn't like it. Bullying someone because they're gay, bullying someone because they have blonde hair, bullying them because they're brown skin, bullying them because they have green eyes, bullying them because their hair is straight. No, this is wrong. She doesn't like that. So this is where she can help, especially if you're being bullied in court. Maybe you're going through a custody case and, well, the mother of my child practices voodoo and I don't like it. And back in the 90s, I'm telling you, this stuff happened. The father of my child practices Wicca. Oh, whatever. This person practices witchcraft. I don't want my kid near them because they're worshiping all these strange gods or worshiping nature or relying on themselves instead of God. I mean, seriously, these were serious arguments about why the child could not be with that parent. Not because they weren't being fed or cleaned or given food or whatever. Not, I mean, they could be totally great parents, the best parents you can ever want. Oh, but they practice voodoo. No, you can't have that child. I mean, seriously. And in America, we may be looking at this again. And I hope not. But people have called child welfare on people for practicing voodoo or santeria, not because they were bad parents. They're, hello, yeah, this person's practicing voodoo, yeah, and they're drumming, and seriously, look it up. It has happened. During the satanic panic, people were accused of things they didn't do. And when they found out they were innocent and no evidence, they still lost their business. This is where Ayizan can help because that's just BS. Bullcrap. So now, just like Legba, she also comes between like the liminal places, the gateways, barriers, doorways, portals. All right. Especially the entrances into malls, entrances into the marketplace. Especially the entrances of your store, entrances of your home, entrances into the business section. So she's a lady of those things. So she can cleanse, purify, protect, and exorcise a place. We're talking about exorcisms. She is synchronized with Saint Anne, but Saint Anne, the one that's holding palm frowns, that's the one. That's the iconography. Sometimes she's even called Mrs. Legba because she hangs out with them. They could be like very much like peas and carrots. They go together like peas and carrots. And it's a Forrest Gump. Well, actually, peas and going together peas and carrots is an older phrase from the Forrest Gump movie. She's an initiator. So her tree is the palm. Now, silver is her metal because not only because it's shiny and silver in the color, it's because traditionally silver was an incorruptible metal. So that's why silver. Now, she was local. I'm not saying he's the sun, just so he's not the sun, but he represents the solar power, the power of day. And I'm not saying he doesn't come at night. He does. Just listen to me. Where he represents the solar powers, the powers of day, we have Ayizan representing the lunar powers and of the moon. She's not the moon, but she is lunar, where loco is solar. So Ayizan can I could see her as the priestess as well as the empress. So what do you give her? She's like I said, she's not into the illicit substances. The things that you give her is palm branches and frayed palm branches or the braided palm branches, like after uh, Palm Sunday, but also dirt from the crossroads. To take dirt from the crossroads, say please and thank you. If something tells you not to take the dirt, then move away. Give an offering, whether it's some drinks of your water, piece of candy, something, especially a thank you, dirt from a marketplace, cane syrup, mirlitones. Come on, Miss Kitty, stop. Freaking rubbing your damn fangs off my leg. Bananas, white offerings. Anything that's white. White flowers. Hearts of palms. Yams. All right. Um, cane syrup. As far as liquors, again, that's going to be with your society. Some say white liquors or white wine. I heard others, she does not drink at all. Follow your lineage, please, because she's really not like when I say drinking, she's not into the partying and drinking like Chango would be drinking or Woon brings or some spirits like the Bawoons like. She likes plantains. You can't go wrong with white chocolate and white candies. So white offerings and also clean, clear water, spring water. So she likes things like that. So I can read a little bit from each book. I think I have time, right? I have some time. I could go over an hour, but I think I lose people after a while. So Ayizan, what number is she? 42. And we're gonna do this one first. Ayizan Miracles from African Goddess Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams. I really love these cards. Okay. Temple, High Priestess, Element, Bush. Mambo Priestess Ayizan is the wise Haitian Loa deity, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiation. Respect her as a highly venerated spirit of the first priestess. Ayizan guidance, you are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe all things are possible? Dare to dream bigger. Embodiment. You claim you want miracles, but you take an I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. Goddess declaration, my life is full of miracles. Again, from the African Rising Goddess Oracle and Guidebook. So let's put this guidebook away. And we will go to the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot by Louis Martinet and Sally Ann Glassman. Let's read a little bit from this. I've had this for so long. And I think, I don't know where's the guidebook to this? Seriously? I don't know where I put it. Oh well, I guess I'm not reading it. But I feel embarrassed. Ah, here it is. Good day. I gotta be more attentive, I guess. Ayizan, love, the Empress. And that's her Veve right here. That's Ayizan's Veve. So let's read Contemplation. Contemplation, love as union with the Loa through the process of both formal and informal initiation and the purity this entails. Divination, love, beauty, pleasure, and success, protection for women's affairs, and the just in general. Concern for purity or devotion. Let's read a little bit of this. Ayizan is a most ancient Loa. She is a patron of the ritual purity of the Omfor, the voodoo place of worship. So the Omfor is the temple. All right. Her emblem is the frayed palm branch, which is a symbol of purity. By purity here is meant such qualities as clearness of mission and focus of devotion, not a simple holding back from experience. The frayed palm may be understood as a mask or filter through which the new initiate perceives the world. Each new initiation implies a new vision of the world, a new filter or mask. It is said that here there are three births: the birth into the visible world, yep, the birth provided by initiation, and the birth that comes when one joins the ranks of the ancestors. Ayizan stands with the candidate during the second of these births. On the diagram, of the tree of life, the path of the roads of Marie Laveau and Ayizan intersect. Their purities blend and open the door to the most subtle of realms, Atsulet, the archetypical realm that underlies all creations. Ayizan's aspect in this card is that of a woman walking in the marketplace, her face covered in with a palm branch. Here, in this market, both the living and the dead come to vend their wares. The market is a traditional place of power for women. The stock, commodity, money, or fruit markets are but extensions of the life-giving functions of a woman's breast. Until very recently, the newborn baby without a woman to feed it was apt to die. If the market in its various forms were kept and controlled by women, perhaps its functions that of a meeting the real needs of the entire populace, female and male, would be fulfilled. It may be a serious aberration that these markets are controlled by men who use them for personal accumulation rather than for life sustaining functions. Ayizan's attributes are preservation of the purity of initiation and the bounty of success, pleasure, and happiness provided by true sight of initiation. So that's all I'm going to read. There's a little bit more to it, but this is from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot by Louis Martinet and Sally Ann Glassman. Also, there's another thing. If you're a woman and your man is cheating on you, especially with a mistress, you can ask a Yizan to punish her. Especially if she knows he's a married man, to make her unsuccessful in any relationship and never be satisfied. So I'll read a little bit from here. What is it, Miss Kitty? You're a chat box today. Chatty Cathy. So we got the Hermit from the Voodoo Tarot Spirit Box by Fabio Lestrani. Lo Scarabeo from Llewellyn. We got the Hermit. Let's look. Oh, I got the book upside down. Another my part. Beautiful. Or even a book is beautiful. Come on. Look at that book. Come on, get this. You know you want it. The Hermit card symbolizes introspection, crisis, or transition, leading to newfound wisdom through practices like meditation and contemplation. It suggests a need to withdraw from the external world to uncover inherent truths and find answers to deep questions. Often it prompts us to slow down, reflect, and seek inner clarity for greater self awareness and understanding of our life's journey. Nice try, Miss Kitty. So I could see why he chose the hermit. This is also good for her. Ayizan, the associate Loa, is revered as a healer and guardian of mystical knowledge, embodying the essence of the ancient voodoo priestess, linked to ancestral wisdom and sacred rituals. Ayizan oversees spiritual growth and guides initiates through rites like the Honsi and Kanzo. The introspective journey indicated by this card navigates through crises, urging us to embrace profound changes at our own pace, leading to meaningful and tangible evolution. So that's what I'm going to read of that. And again, that comes from this card from the Voodoo Tarot Spirit Box by Fabio Lestrani. So, anyways, I want to thank you for being here and listening to me chat away. What do you think about Ayizan? Have you ever talked to her? Have you worked with her? What are your thoughts on her? What are your experiences on her? Let me know in the comments. And it has come to my attention that a lot of people that view my channel are not subscribers. I can tell. I have my YouTube creator app, so I know I get my analytics, and that's what it's telling me. So please like and subscribe and help my channel grow, because without people like my subscribers, my channel would be absolutely nothing. So I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp. I was talking, but I did. Also, I would like to, if you're into the Loa, check out on YouTube the creator called Ted Voodoo, TED Voodoo. I'll look on how to spell his name, but check his. I can't even find my. I don't even. What? I don't have internet connection. Oh, come on. Ted Voodoo. And there's another lady that I like, and I can't. I can't for the life of me remember. But Ted Voodoo. Hang on. Maybe I can get it to work. Nope. Ted Voodoo will be he spells it Voodoo. That's what I'm thinking. So he's really good. So check that out. Chronicles of Zoe. That's what I was thinking of. Nope. Just try. Okay, internet's on. Chronicles of Zoe. So Chronicles of Zoe and Ted Voodoo. Check them out. If you want to learn about things like this, check out anything by Baal Kadmun. No, he doesn't do things on this, but he has a really, really good channel. Check that out. So thank you for watching. Please uh, adopt, don't shop. If you were moving and you feel you can't take your cat because you're going to a place of no pet policy, if you have as much as any anxiety, depression, insomnia, fibromyalgia, get a letter from your doctor. Get a official emotional. Ask your doctor for an emotional support letter. Get one from a therapist. Get one from a psychiatrist, and you'll be able to take your furry friend. Because even though it's not protected by federal law anymore, if you check your state's laws, a lot of states are going to back it up, and state laws it overpowers city laws. It overpowers zoning laws. It overpowers uh, HOAs and your landlady or landlord. So, and if they don't allow you your legal emotional support animals, there can be a lot of pushback and a lot of jail time, if you know what I mean, for that landlord, and fines and stuff and civil suits. So they would just like, yeah, let them in. So, I'm sorry that a lot of religions were taken off the military and not recognized. Wicca, paganism, deism, also true, all been axed. Can you practice it? Yes. Or is it going to be recognized anymore in your dog tag or even on the tombstone? I don't know about the tombstone, but that's not right. It's not right at all. And I'm really, really sorry. I'm so sorry. Voodoo is no longer recognized. Lukumi, Santeria. Oh, but all the Christian, a lot of these Christian religions, except for the Unitarian Universalists, they've been unrecognized now. Buddhist, I think Jainism, I'm not sure, but I know Sikh is recognized, Islam is recognized, Baha'i faith is recognized. But most of the pagan stuff, yeah. Hinduism is recognized. It's not fair. Anyways, I'm sorry. And I hope Ayizan will help the good fight and bring back recognition because that's not fair. It's not fair to anyone who has served or is currently serving or will serve. It's not fair. So thank you for watching. I love you, beautiful people. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching it to this. Uh, and as always, blessed be.